Today I'm going to show you how to make a homemade pizza, so make sure you stick around. Here are the ingredients that you'll need to make the dough. As always, all ingredient measurements are going to be in the description box. First, add a small amount of olive oil to a large bowl, and you're going to set this aside. We're going to use this bowl after we make the dough. Add the flour, salt, and olive oil together and whisk to combine. Next, add the yeast and warm water. You're going to mix the ingredients until they are loosely combined. So try not to overmix, okay? Try not to overmix it. If you still see flour in the bowl, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to use my KitchenAid stand mixer with the dough hook attachment to knead the dough. Now, don't worry if you don't have a stand mixer. This dough can also be made by hand, and I will leave a video for that. I started the mixer on number 2. After 1 minute, I'm going to increase the speed to number 4. We're going to keep the mixer going for 7 to 8 minutes. If the dough starts to stick to the side of the bowl, you can add a tablespoon or more of flour. I used up to like 3 tablespoons of flour to help the dough to release from the bowl. You can also add a few drops of warm water if the dough is too dry. The dough should begin to form into a ball before it's done. Once the dough is finished, it should be smooth, sticky, and stretchy like this. Sprinkle a small amount of flour onto your cutting board and into the palm of your hands. This is going to help to keep the dough from sticking as we drop it onto the cutting board. And now we're going to form the dough into a ball like this. If you want to divide the dough, you can do that. Now would be a good time to do it. This dough will be enough to make 2 to 3 pizzas. So you want to divide that into 2 to 3 equal parts. Add the dough to the bowl that we reserved in the beginning of the video. We're going to let the dough proof for 1 hour. So you want to cover this with some plastic wrap, and this is going to trap the moisture and also prevent the dough from drying out. You can also use a damp cloth if you prefer not to use plastic. The dough should be placed in a warm environment as it rises. I like to use my microwave, which sits directly above my stove. It always keeps warm anytime the oven is on, so this is perfect. So I'm going to make 2 pizzas. Here are my toppings. I like to grate my own cheese instead of using pre-grated cheese, so I did that in advance. After the dough is done proofing, now we are going to season the skillet. So you want to add enough olive oil to coat the bottom of a 12.5-inch cast iron skillet or whatever size skillet you are using. You're going to sprinkle some cornmeal, oregano, and salt into the skillet. Take half of the dough and stretch it out like this. Gravity is also going to help that dough to stretch even more, so let it hang, okay? Lay the dough in the skillet, okay? And you're going to continue to stretch it with your fingers. You're going to press into the dough like this until it has completely stretched outward to reach about 1/4 inch up the sides of the skillet. And this is what it should look like once it's, stretched out. Add the pizza sauce, spread it around like this. Fresh grated mozzarella cheese. Pepperoni. Italian sausage. I bought some sausage links, removed the casing, and I cooked and then crumbled this sausage here. So we have here some canned olives, a green and red bell pepper, and a little more cheese. We're going to cook this on medium heat until the bottom of the crust is done. So it took almost 10 minutes for it to look like this, and just look at it. I mean, Now we're going to finish this off in our preheated oven set to 525, which is also known as broil. And I had to drop it like it was a little hot here to finish my pizza, but it went down at the very bottom. The pizza took around 6 minutes in my oven, but when you make yours, just make sure that you cook it until the cheese melts the way that you like it. And here's a quick tip for, if you're using bell peppers. You might want to lightly saute them first before adding them to your pizza toppings. That way they'll be softer after they bake. Now I'll show you the bottom side of my pizza. Okay, so look at this. This crust is just amazing. Okay, it's just amazing. So now let's quickly work on the second pizza. Add the dough to your seasoned skillet, stretch it out. You're going to add the sauce. This time I'm using Parmesan cheese for some flavor, then mozzarella cheese. And for the toppings, pepperoni, bell peppers, olives, and pineapples. I love pineapples on pizza. Do pineapples belong on pizza? Yes, pineapples belong on pizza. I love it. And here's the final pizza here. So take a look at the inside of the crust. I just want you to see what it looks like. This was perfect. It just was perfect. Like, you're not going to get this from anywhere. You're just not. Unless it's your kitchen and you're following this recipe. Like, that's it. So remember, if you do not have a stand mixer for this recipe, I will leave a link in the description that'll show you guys how to make pizza dough by hand. So don't worry, just make sure that you check it out, okay? And as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you in my next video.